AnthonyBailey has been incredible as Anthony Bridgerton in Netflix's Bridgerton. In the first season, we all collectively hated him, and in season 2 he made us swoon. It was an awesome transformation, and one that shows just what a great actor Bailey really is. Let's check out some of Bailey as Anthony's best and worst moments in the show. There are engagements, scandals, and lots of smoldering looks. Warning, massive spoilers ahead. Best moment, the bane of my existence. Let's start out with one of our favorite Anthony moments from season 2. For a guy that claims he doesn't know how to write poetry, he sure does know how to deliver a line. Poor Anthony, the entire season 2, he was trying to do what is best for his family and the title without allowing things like pesky emotions to get in the way of his perfect plan. But it just didn't work out that way. The moment that he tells Kate that his father raised him with honor, but that honor was slipping with each moment he spent with her, was already pretty incredible. But then he went ahead and gave the line that floored us all. He told her, "You are the bane of my existence and the object of all my desires." Wow, Bridgerton sure is setting the bar for compliments. Your dress looks nice, just won't cut it anymore. Worst moments, asking Edwina to marry him. Anthony was desperate to start a relationship that wouldn't involve feelings, but that would still be relatively pleasant. And that is what he would have gotten if he got married to Edwina. It would have been fine if he didn't fall for her sister hard. We all know that Anthony and Edwina would never end up together. But after a heart-to-heart with Daphne, where she made him face his feelings for Kate, he was so freaked out that he decided to propose to Edwina instead of facing his feelings. What a stupid move. One that was not in the books, I might add. Poor Edwina is a really sweet girl, and she didn't deserve it either. It wasn't the nicest thing to do for any of them. He hurt himself, Kate, and Edwina. Plus, Daphne really seemed like she wanted to punch him for being so idiotic. Best moment, playing Pall Mall and laughing in the mud. As a fan of the books, my 2 requirements for the adaptation of The Viscount Who Loved Me was that they make sure the Mallet of Death features in the story and that they bring in Newton. I was happy with both of those becoming a reality. I loved that entire first Pall Mall scene where the siblings are all teasing Anthony after Kate takes the Mallet of Death, the black one if you remember, and he gets stuck with the pink. It showed how close they all are, even when Anthony acts all superior since he is the Viscount. And it also showed just how perfectly Kate would fit into the family. But it also became one of my favorite Anthony moments since it showed that he had a sense of humor. Before noticing his father's grave, he was having fun while getting stuck in the mud with Kate. He was even a good sport, mostly, about his family and Kate messing with his game. I really like seeing the playful side of him. Worst moment, not staying with Kate. After sharing some really special moments together, Kate once again takes off and goes for a ride in the pouring rain. She attempts to do the dangerous jump that gave Anthony a fright the first time they met, but this time it is wet. Her emotions are all over the place, and she just isn't in enough control of the horse to attempt such a stunt. Of course, she falls. Anthony finally reaches her, and he isn't sure that she will make it. He takes her back home, and while she is still unconscious, he leaves her and departs. Now, I know that he has some severe issues from watching his father die and seeing his mother's reaction to that death, but still, he should have stayed with Kate until she woke up, and he knew that she was okay. She would have known how much he cares, and he could have seen for himself that she is well. Just leaving like that was not okay. Best moment, the moment Violet tells Anthony Kate is awake. Since he was so scared to lose her, Anthony decides to go home and brood in his own environment. He knew the pain that such a loss would lead to, and I think he was more scared than he had ever been in his life. Now, I hate that he just left Kate like that, but the moment he finds out that she is awake almost makes up for that. After his father's death, Anthony is obviously in shock and distraught. He tries to hold everything together for his siblings and his mother, and somewhere in doing that, he completely starts to hide his own feelings. He never even really seems to cry. He's too focused on trying to make things right for everyone else. But then, after Kate's accident, he is trying to do that again, hide how scared he is. Then Violet comes and lets him know that Kate has woken up. He completely breaks down and even cries. That was one of the most emotionally powerful scenes in the show for me. It shows how deep Anthony's emotions for Kate really are. Yes, she vexes him, but he also adores her. Do you also think that AnthonyBailey is a great actor? Since we know both Anthony and Kate will be back in season 3, are you excited to see them again? Let us know all your thoughts in the comments section. We love to hear from you. Next up, we will check out more of the best and worst Anthony moments from Bridgerton, like some of the times he has been a horrible sibling and others that he was incredible. Let's go. Worst moment, being overprotective of Daphne. Back at the start of season 1, Daphne really wanted to find a good love match and turned to her big brother to let her know some of the details of the available men that were around. But Anthony was being completely overprotective and putting her off every single guy that was around. When she tries to socialize with any of the men at the ball, Anthony finds flaws with each of them. I get it, he doesn't think that anyone is good enough for his sister, and that could be really sweet, except that he doesn't help her or trust her to make her own decisions. And then he turns around, and despite it not being what Daphne wants at all, fall, he decides that she will be marrying Nigel Bearbrook, possibly the worst guy in the ton. He did think that he was doing what was right for Daphne, but the fact that he wouldn't listen to reason and kept pressuring her into the relationship was infuriating. If it wasn't for his mother stepping in, he would have messed up Daphne's life completely. It was a horrible sibling moment. Best moment, talking to Gregory about their father. He might have had some serious rough sibling moments, especially in Season 1, but in Season 2, he had some awesome ones. And one of my favorites was the moment between Anthony and his little brother Gregory. When their father, Edmund, died, Violet was heavily pregnant with Hyacinth. That meant that Gregory was no more than a baby when they lost their father. He wouldn't really remember him. And since Edmund adored his family and his children, this is a very sad fact. But the moment where Gregory asks Anthony about his father was one of my favorites. Anthony was really great at that moment and super sweet. It showed just how nice he could be. It was a great sibling moment that showed that while he was overprotective, he is actually just a great big brother. Worst moment, trying to force Simon and Daphne to marry. When Anthony catches Daphne and Simon in a compromising moment, he is enraged. He immediately demands that Simon ask Daphne to marry him and won't listen to anything Daphne has to say. Once again, he believes that he knows what is best. Simon had his own silly reasons for not wanting to get married, and he refuses to propose. The two eventually end up on the dueling field, and is left up to Daphne to stop these two formerly best friends from killing each other. Putting his sister in the humiliating position of begging the guy she loves to just marry her instead of getting killed was already bad enough. But then in Season 2, Daphne is the one that catches Anthony and Kate in the same exact type of situation. And does he agree to get married right away? No, he just says that nothing happened and expects Daphne to let it go. And she does. She is better than me. I would have made a whole production of challenging Kate to a duel, or calling him out for not agreeing to marriage right away, especially since Daphne already knew that her brother was in love with Kate and just allowed his own fears to stop him. Did your opinion of Anthony change from Season 1 to Season 2? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.